Breathe air! You don't need a vape!
Vaping, the latest pandemic which has taken the world by storm. I mean, if you look left, right, in front of you, behind you, you will find someone with a fucking vape. And especially after the whole quarantine thing, vaping really has made its comeback. And I don't know why. I mean, it was only a couple years ago where people used to think vaping was cringy. But now, wherever I go, I will without fail find someone with a fucking vape in their hand. Especially in fucking college, man. I actually think it's kind of comedic how many people I see with the same fucking 2% brand of vape. It's almost like fucking uniform at this point. I mean, even the fucking teachers get involved. And I don't know why. You all look fucking stupid suckling on your mini multicolored dildos. And I know you can do tricks and shit with your vapes, but honestly, they don't look fucking cool. You just look like angry cartoon characters. And I know we're not supposed to say this, okay? I know. But at least smoking cigarettes somewhat kind of look cool. I mean, Sanji from One Piece and Spike from Cowboy Bebop, okay, when they light up the cigarette, okay, that shit's badass as fuck. But I don't think I can recall anybody looking cold ever hitting a fucking jewel pod. I mean, you look like you're taking a bite out of a USB. Put that shit down. And every time I see someone post themselves smoking a vape, I just get secondhand embarrassment. Take the crayon out your mouth and just enjoy natural oxygen, please. You know, every time I ask someone why do they vape, they always say it's because of the added flavor. But then I think to myself, why don't you just eat fruit? I mean, at least eating an apple looks 10 times better than putting a thermometer in your mouth. And it's probably gonna be 10 times better for your lungs in the long run. Now, I've never had the misfortune of putting a vape into my mouth, but I am pretty sure that vaping wouldn't intoxicate you. So it wouldn't get you high, and it certainly wouldn't get you drunk. So then what's the fucking point? And don't say for the flavor, because if you want to taste some strawberry, then you just buy a pack of gum. Let's be honest, okay? I mean, the only reason why people really smoke vapes is because they think it looks cool. You know, I hate to break it to you, but suckling on a portable charger is anything but a flex. And it's annoying as fuck because when I walk into college, all I smell is that disgusting vape smell. And you would think that it just smells like some fruit, but no, it smells like the color turquoise. It's musky and nasty. And that vapor breath is real because if you talk to anyone who smokes vapes, then all you will smell is electronic chemicals. They all smell like fucking Transformers. You know, I wouldn't be mad about this if it wasn't literally everyone that did it. I'm convinced that at least 75% of the UK is addicted to nicotine. I don't know what it's like over there in the US, but in the UK, the vape apocalypse has hit us pretty hard. Mr. Beast needs to come over here and start planting trees because I'm sick and tired of smelling blueberry blast every single time I step outside. You know, I feel like most of the people that vape only do it because everyone else does it. Almost like I'm trying to fit in kind of thing. I mean, if you're surrounded by people who are doing one thing, then eventually you're gonna want to check out for yourself. You take 2 hits and then, oh wow, nicotine addiction. Nice. And to make things worse, they're cheap as fuck and you can get them at literally any corner shop or convenience store. And they only ask for ID if you look like you're under the age of 12. But let's be honest, half of the people running these shops don't really give a shit. They're willing to sell this shit to whoever's willing to buy it. And there's definitely some kind of vapor agenda. I mean, at the checkout of these stores, instead of seeing sweets and gum, you just see vape boxes stacked on top of each other. And you wouldn't see people advertising cigarettes like this, so I don't see why they do it with electric ones. And to all the people that think vaping isn't bad for you, there's no way in fuck you actually think that. Now, I'm not a scientist, but I'm pretty sure that inhaling chemicals that somehow taste like blueberry can't be good for you. I don't know, for some reason I feel like inhaling 50 different chemicals directly into your internal organs is a bad idea. And you're risking all kinds of diseases just to get a little bit of fruit flavor for about 5 seconds. I mean, to be fair, vaping hasn't really been around long enough for anyone to truly tell you what the long-term consequences are. But if exposure to chemicals causes cancer, then I wonder what directly putting those chemicals into your body's gonna do. Yeah, well, I guess only time can tell. If your IQ is over 5, then you can probably figure out what I'm trying to say. But I guess my main issue with this whole vape apocalypse thing is the kind of people that vape. The kind of people that love to shove it in your face that they suck on multicolored tampons. It's not a flex, trust me, you look retarded. And to the people who vape and are ashamed about it, You should be. It's fucking pathetic. Put that shit down. If you're not doing it to flex, then at that point you're just doing it for the nick rush, because there's no way in fuck you're doing it for the shitty flavor. If you don't like vaping, then why are you vaping? Just put that shit down and pick up a cigarette like a real man. But all jokes aside, if you only vape for the nick rush, then that means you're addicted and you should probably get it checked out before it becomes a bigger issue. And to the people who vape in other people's faces as a form of flirting, fuck you. That's a story time and a half, but it's happened to me way too many times for me to not be pissed off every single time it happens. It's not cute, it's just disrespectful. Don't vape in my face, please. And to all the people who vape but are kinda chill about it and don't rub it in your face, you're still annoying as fuck for polluting precious oxygen with your mangoed flavored portable charger. But you're nowhere near as bad as the twats who genuinely think that vaping is an actual flex. Now for the people who say they only vape occasionally, why? There's no way that vaping is gonna give you the same value as eating some fruit or chewing some gum. So what's the fucking point for doing it on occasion? It doesn't make any fucking sense. If you're really gonna do it, then just don't do it at all. Now I wanna go over this point because a lot of people say this whenever I mention vaping being cringy. I'm always told that people use vaping to get over their addiction to cigarettes. But I mean, that just sounds fucking stupid to me. You're just jumping from one addiction to the other. And people say that vaping is a lot safer than cigarettes, and to that I say vaping hasn't been around long enough for us to know the true consequences. But using that logic, it still doesn't make it any better. I mean, you're just jumping from tobacco to nicotine. Both will fuck up your internal organs, one will just do it much slower than the other will. Now if you made it to the end of the video and you still feel like hitting that jewel pod, then do what you want, I don't give a fuck. As long as you do it inside your own house and not outside, I'm sick of smelling that musky ass mango. But seriously guys, if you are a viewer of mine and you do vape, take my recommendation and put the Nintendo Switch controller down. It's bad for you, it makes the air around you smell like the insides of an Xbox, and you look way dumber than you think. But anyways guys, this is in fact the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed my little rant. This was a new style of content. I've never done a little rant video before. I just wanted to see how it would work. Just switch on my mic and talk about subjects which I somewhat kind of care about. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't worry, I'm not going to make a habit out of this. I just thought I hadn't posted in a while and I decided to just post one of these. But if you enjoyed the video, then feel free to leave a like, and if you didn't, then feel free to degrade me in the comments. And don't forget, all my socials are in the description and the Discord server is open to everyone. Apart from pedophiles, no pedophiles please. But until next time, make sure to drink your water and get enough sleep at night. Okay, goodbye.
No, I gotta keep my fire on, fire on, fire on, fire on. Damn, my whip, I'm flying. That girl on my left, that bitch on my right on. Damn, your heels, they so high, yeah, get your height on. Yeah, smoke that gal like Shaq.